Hey, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're going to work on putting the electric power steering in the WRX, so come along. So if you guys have watched some of my past videos, I started putting electric power steering in this car. Obviously this car is a long ways away from being done. And with the drag car, I like having no power steering up front because it clears up room for like our inlet and our radiator hose and all sorts of stuff like that, but I still wanted to have power steering. So we got another one. And we were kind of toying around with the idea of where to put it and stuff like that. And I just kind of sat it here one day and I'm looking at it, I'm like, there's no way that fits. And then I think it was you, Jason. Yeah. Just closed the hood when we were doing something.
And it fits.
And lo and behold, it does actually fit. Barely, but it does. So that's actually where we're gonna put it, is right there. So I took some measurements the other day and I 3D printed some standoffs. I just tested them, they're a little taller than we'd need them to be. But we can use them to get mock-up and everything done, and then I'll just reprint some. So the idea is we're gonna pop some holes down here, throw some riv nuts in, use these to hold it in place, and then we can work on making the lines and everything like that. So let's get the camera set up and get stuff kind of positioned. We got some adapter fittings to get this to AN line. This line that we're gonna make is just going to be for mock-up because with power steering, you have to have a high pressure line and regular AN will not hold up to the pressure. So this is literally just to mock it up so we got the angles we need and all that kind of stuff. So I did really good with the measurements up here. Like it's like perfect. Obviously we'll need a washer, but they're a little taller than I would have liked. Cool, yeah. So what I'll have you do is we'll put some anti-seize down on these. Mm-hmm. And we'll use that to kind of mark our location.
I get it. Ooh, nice. Nicely done. Just gonna drill a couple holes. And then put some rib nuts in. Gotta love that Subaru metal. It just goes right through there. They're sitting in there. I'm going to tighten them down a little bit right now.
Okay, yeah, tighten them down and I want to see if the hood still closes.
Okay. Yeah, then that would be great if we didn't have to modify these. Move some tools here and we'll check for fitment. Just hang on, I'll bring you down in there. Too high.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's hitting. All right, well, that was a bummer.
I mean, that's all right, though. We can still use it for mock-up.
We're going to need to, you can barely see it there. Little black cap there. We're going to need to shorten it up a little bit. So.
Well, Jason just tried to call 911 when he was filming, but we got that situated. So what we have to do now is we probably have to get the fittings in the rack and get the rack up into place. Mm-hmm. I have everything here,
okay.
Allegedly. Hopefully the line we have is long enough to at least get this one mocked up, because then we can send it out to get made. But yeah, let's get the rack all switched over. So we've got these two Chase Bay fittings. They go in here. If I remember right, the small one is the pressure. Worst case, I'll crawl underneath there and check. Mm-hmm. But this should be the pressure and this should be the return.
Okay. Oh yeah. Like butter. There we go. Because now they're leaking all over the floor, of course. Oh, I'm trying to go from memory here. How does this guy go in here? Does this have to go like this? All right, now we're on the right track. Here we go. What I'm after, these two little fittings up in here.
No, it's gonna have to come like
Out that way?
yeah, like down this way. Probably back here and then up.
Oh.
The biggest thing obviously is the axle. Like,
Because we're at full droop though, so.
I mean, we can always attach it up here.
Right.
You know, I think probably the best plan of attack is to get a fitting on up there and thread it in. That way we can kind of route it and see.
Okay.
I believe a 45 up there is gonna be the best bet.
Okay, 45's on. We're started. All right, that'll give me a better idea of what we're dealing with here.
Yeah,
It's gonna come off anyway. So then this guy can come up in here a little bit.
oh yeah.
Happy
That'll.
with that?
I think that'll be good because this is gonna be
Yes.
over here, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I like that a lot, Jason.
Yeah. Amazing. We had just the right length of hose.
Right.
Better be lucky than good.
So leave this on for now because what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to mark it because a lot of times when you get these high pressure lines made, they don't swivel.
Right. I do remember.
Which we had an issue with that car with that.
Oh, so this is going to be our high pressure? Mm-hmm. Okay. No.
That's all right. We'll just
So if you
remake
look at the
those.
body line, I think you're right, about a quarter.
Yeah, I mean, because we know it was super close when we just checked it, you
Oh,
know.
that's right, when it was flat.
Which when I designed these, I'm pretty sure I made them that where they're supposed to be like just a skosh off, but apparently my measurements were wrong. Here, I'll hold a sec.
Sure.
We'll get an actual measurement of so 8.5 millimeters.
Okay.
So if I do like 7 millimeters shorter, it'll just keep it just a skosh off, you know.
That would be good.
Again, we probably won't notice it. The car's could be making so much noise anyway. So mostly I just didn't want it to like wear the pump or anything like that,
right.
you know. It doesn't look like it should clear at all. Look at this. Look at the side view here.
Well, now it's up a little.
Yeah, but like, it's gonna come down like that far.
Right. It just barely
Just barely.
gives us what we need.
Good job, dude. Crushed it.
Right on, man.
Well, that's where we're gonna leave this episode because we got to get the line made and redo some stuff. So there's gonna be a part 2 where we actually fully assemble it. We'll probably test it at the same time too, depending on how the wiring's going on the car, because I'm waiting on some supplies, needless to say. But that's where we're gonna leave this episode. So if you guys are looking forward to more Drag WRX content, make sure to subscribe. We should be hitting the dyno fairly soon, and then hopefully May 30th for our first test passes. So see you guys next time.